Hello, how you guys doing this morning? Hope y'all are well. I'm doing all right. Let's go ahead and close that. There we go. There it is. I timed that well. Hey. Yeah, did you do the drop at the same time? Hypes of the vibes are good today. They are better, but still like on the low. But that's okay, you know? Sometimes vibes aren't great. But it's all good. I'm trapped in the drive-through. What are you getting? Hopefully something worth getting. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. I'm sorry, I've got a little bit of allergy thing going. Hey, I just figured we'd do a little bit of morning coffee real quick. Maybe talk about the schedule for the next week, all that jazz. I don't really have hey, no worries, Captain French Toast. Yeah, no, and that's kind of where I'm at as well. Like, good luck keeping them slugs out. Dude, I don't know how they're getting in, man. Someone suggested, you know, oh, board up the doggy door or something. I'm like, I would never have a doggy door. We have cats, and I don't want them to get outside. Yeah, we have slugs that keep appearing. I believe they're banana slugs. I don't know. I'm not good at identifying slug. They look black from a distance, but like, here, hold on. Let me pull up picture. Salt your floor. Like, I don't want to hurt them, you know? They're just like fellas, you know? Like, I don't like them being in my house. I kick them out because the cats will get to them, and I don't know if they're dangerous to cats. And they freak out my wife. Like, we were sitting there playing cribbage, which is just like the hottest shit in New England. I don't know what the fuck that is, but Maine is huge about here we go. Here's the slug. It's like kind of more brown and black than yellow and black, but like you could read it as yellow. I can't identify slugs, man. I don't know slugs. Slugs do have parasites. Treat the slug as a third cat. No, I think I'm good. Slugs can squeeze through a 1 millimeter gap. So good luck keeping them out. Like, someone was, I mean, I kicked him out. Because that's what we've been doing, is we've been, you know, we just, when I see the slug, I go get we've got this sweeper, like little broom thingy, and I forget what they're called, pan. And we use it for cleaning up because the cats love to track litter outside the box. So, you know, we you know, sweep it up so that way it's not tracked all over the place. And there's a recent death of a kid who ate a slug on a dare, died from brain parasite. All right, then. I'm doing okay today. Today is all right. Been better, been worse. I'm going to say that I'm doing better as a result of the fact that I've been worse. Yeah, so just like shoveling it outside and like kind of just like yeeting it outside has been my current MO. Like, I don't want to hurt them because they're not really doing anything to me, you know? Like, they're not an active threat that, like, I have to kill them in order to remove them as a threat. Like, the threat that they provide is, like, what if one of the cats gets to them? It's not like a snake or something that's, like, actively going after us or whatever. So then, you know, I just pick the fella up and throw him outside. You know, if it was something that was causing an active threat, then I would actually like probably try and kill it. But it's not providing any sort of active threat, so it doesn't deserve death. How to deal with slugs organically. It's super annoying when they leave trails on the carpet. That's the thing. They just sort of teleport to inside the apartment. There's no trail. There's no trail leading away from, like, the door. They're just appearing. like halfway into the living room. Like, I have no idea how the fuck they're getting in or where they're getting in from. Like, part of me is like, how big are they when they first are like grow? Like, how big are their eggs? You know, that kind of thing. Like, are they just like spawning in the apartment townhouse thing that we got? I don't know. But yeah, let's see. Yesterday I hung out with Tilda and her friend, and then I went to go play some Warhammer, but it was like, I was told that it was around like 5 or 6, and it was not. It was like 10 in the morning, not 5 or 6 at night. So when I showed up, like, you know, had to take the bus and all that jazz, they weren't playing Warhammer. They were playing with like puzzles and cribbage and shit, because everyone plays cribbage here, cribbage is just an insane game, but me and Tilda have been having a lot of fun playing it. It's a card game. Did I play puzzles? No, I was kind of disappointed after, like, you know, making a list. Why would they tell you it's 5 p.m. and then start at 10? I don't know, dude. It was fucking weird. I was gonna order, you know, some food or whatever, and I was like, I'm good. Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you tell me to show up at a certain time, I'm gonna show up at that time. And I was like, maybe I'm a little bit early, you know, because I got there at like 5:30. First time I'm ever hearing of cribbage. It's I bet you they've got it on Tabletop Sim, but basically there's a board that tracks your score. And you play hands, you're dealt 6 cards, you drop 2, so then you have a 4-card hand. And that, you know, faces are worth 10, aces are worth 1. And you try and build, between you and your opponent, you try to build to 31. 15 gives you 2 points if you're the person who builds to 15. So you'd play a card like a jack, and then they could play a 5, and that would give them 2 points for playing 15. And then, like, you could also score points based on doing a run where you play like a 7, and then they play an 8. Well, that's 2 in a row, or maybe pairs, or like whatever. And then you compare what your hand is versus the card it's a weirdly complex game. It is incredibly weirdly complex game. But like, eventually I started to get that there are elements here that actually do work together, and it kind of makes sense. So like, I get it. It's, yeah, my brain hurts listening. The first time that we played it, we had to like, well, because like, again, we had to play it because it was just like, everyone here plays. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but everyone in this area plays cribbage. And I'm just like, if we're going to hang out with people, we should probably learn what cribbage is to see if we even care about it. And it's pretty good. It's a lot like poker, in that you're playing off of what you think your opponent's going to do. There's no betting. It's just first to 121. We felt pretty accomplished. Last night, Tilda got an 18 points in one turn, which was wild. We were looking at, yeah, you don't really need the board, but it is helpful for keeping track of points, because especially when you're going to that high of a total and you're getting like maybe 1 point for a play, it would just be annoying to keep track of with paper. We just printed a board out, like we printed out a little, like, you know, the typical like S shape cribbage board, and then we're putting, like, she has needles for, you know, holding the fabric down while she sews, and so we've been just doing that into the paper on top of like a board that she uses. It's like a those boards that you stand on, if you're, you know, in a kitchen, or if, like, I don't know, whatever, they're foam. And so we can't lose the pegs, and if we need to eat halfway through a game, like, we can just like set it to the side and like they won't come out. So yeah, like the board does help. So we might pick one up if we can find one that's like cool enough. There's like a bazillion different varieties of board designs that you can get. We did see this really cool website. I forget what the name of it was though. But the guy designs like specialist cribbage boards for like $100. But yeah, apparently after Pearl Harbor, they took apart like they took the wood from the decking from the ships that got bombed and turned them into cribbage boards for like submarine people. And that is fucking metal. And then the story goes that like the first or like one of the most successful like ship or submarine groups, or, you know, I don't know what you call it. It was one of the most successful submarines. Like their captain was playing cribbage with one of their guys and ended up scoring like 29 points, which is apparently the most you can score in a single hand, which again, we were both very impressed by Tilda's 18 last night. That was wild. Like, just everything lined up for her to score a bunch of points. And I was pretty happy that I was scoring regular, like, 10s, you know? And then, like, apparently he scored a 29 and then went to go sink, like, a whole shit ton of boats. And every time he'd have a good hand, he would sink a whole shit ton of boats. Whether or not that's true or just, like, you know, some sort of, like, you know, cool army legend, I don't know. But also, how the fuck do you score 29 points in this game? Because it makes no fucking sense to me. I legitimately have no idea. The game is hard. Cribbage is a game for old people. They have tournaments for it, and I noticed that the only people showing up for the cribbage tournament were old people, and they were using really boring looking plastic boards, not like these artisan wood boards that you can get. And I'm just like, it reminds me a lot of going to chess tournaments where you wouldn't get like a nice chessboard. You would get like that, like, it feels like the kind of mat that you have like as a kid. No, because like, dude, even like 20 somethings will be playing cribbage up here. I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, when you'd go to a chess tournament, like, you wouldn't have nice boards. You would have like the cheapy, like, they're not hollow. They're those plastic, like, I bet you I could find a board real quick. Tournament chess board. Yeah, here it is. Regulation tournament chess board. This is from some website. Yeah, it's the rollout board, and it's these chunky plastic pieces. I used to have like a knight as a key ring. Here we go. And can we get other images? No? Okay. But yeah, this is like made out of the same stuff that like dinner mats are made out of. And the plastic pieces are these just like big old chunky plastic things. They always, I've never seen these other colors. I've only ever seen like the green. This like dark green is the one that they like, you always see in chess tournaments. And they'll be like, I don't care. Just everyone will be using those, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, I get why they're, you know, the ones they use in tournaments, but they're so boring, man. And again, it makes sense. You can also tell, like, this is just the way they all look. So if it looks off, if there's like a, I don't know how you even cheat by fucking with a chessboard. Like, I don't think you can. Like, I'd imagine for like the final table, they have like a nicer chessboard. But maybe they don't. But you want to have like the numbers on the side and the letters on the side so that way you can keep track of movement. But yeah. Something anal beads. Yeah, I don't think you can like do that with a chessboard. Oh god, yeah. They do that for like Magic tournaments, right? Where people will bring their playmats and they'll be like, anime girls coming, and that's the playmat. And you have to like treat that as if that's like a normal thing. Every TCG. I mean, like, I'm just not sure of who else exists. And when you win, you have to say cribbed. Is that true? A rev stream on a Monday. Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday when I normally do, and I was like, all right, I feel a little bad about that. And I guess that's a thing that we should do as well. People got pissed when Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments banned sexual playmats. Jesus Christ, man. Like, what is that? You can get a Pokemon meta deck for under 30 bucks. No one up here plays. Everyone's playing Magic, and I'm just not going to get into Magic. If you're going to be playing, yeah. See, the thing is, like, I play Warhammer. I don't need to play Magic as well. And also, like, wasn't Wizards of the Coast the people who literally sink the Pinkertons? Like, the people who make Magic. The people who said they won't use AI art, but then they're like, yeah, we're using AI art. Like, I have no fealty to Wizards of the Coast. I have no reason that I should keep up with the game. It's just too much work for me. And I can tell from the way that like they play, like they're hardcore about it. Did you call your father-in-law back? I did. He didn't pick up, but then he called yesterday and we talked for a bit. So that was nice. He's very concerned that no one ever calls me specifically, despite the fact that like that's fine. Like I don't feel like my in-laws should call me. I feel like they should definitely call my wife and you know be like, hey, daughter, how are you? Like that makes sense. Magic the Gathering is a hot mess right now. Yeah, that's just kind of what I'm looking at, man. Like I was looking at something involving like stickers. Like they have stickers in Magic now, or they took them out. They had like an unglued set. So Magic used to have these sets called the unsets, where it was just like weird joke sets, right? They would just come up with some weird shit. And sometimes it was just a taste out or test out mechanics, but like they didn't want to. They were like April Fool's jokes. But the latest unset, they're like, well, people aren't buying it because it's not actually part of like competitive play. So like, what's the point? Like I remember growing up, we would play with like the unglued stuff, and we had a great time with it because it was stupid. You know, like we didn't have any problem playing with our like, you know, semi-competitive amongst friends kind of deck, you know? Some of the people who wrote the Unbound stuff do Desert Bus, yeah. But the latest one, because they realized that no one was actually buying them, was just like, oh, hey, why don't we make it so that way it's tournament legal? And that's kind of the bad thing when you have joke cards entering competitive or serious lore of Magic for whatever it is. So like there's one card that like, or a set of cards that involve stickers. You put real stickers on cards to give them additional effects. The stickers are player aids, so you don't actually have to put them on, but like they help you keep track of what buffs. It's a little weird. Making them tournament legal was solving something like an imaginary problem. I feel like it was a monetary thing, that they were feeling like people weren't buying enough of them, and that was the issue. So, like, I don't know the full situation, but that plus like them whoring themselves out to like every IP ever. Like, was it cool to see a Gazgul Thraka card and all that? Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna buy it because it's like, well, that's not the lore of that game, that universe. I like that, you know, that universe lore having its own thing. Oh yeah, this is the thing where they like you do a combination of cards and then like yeah, it's like a weird little drawing with it. It's cute. About the Tyranids Commander deck. So I don't really understand Commander or any of those more formats, but just like I just don't want to spend the time on it, man. Is it bad that I sometimes buy a card based on solely how it shines? No, not at all. Like, it's a cool looking card. You play it because it's a cool looking card. Why not? Half the planned sets this year are collab sets or something to that effect. Yeah, and it's like, I got no beef with Hatsune Miku, but why is Hatsune Miku in like a tournament legal deck? Like, the fuck is that? I mean, as far as I'm aware, it can be. I haven't played Magic in years as well, like pre-COVID. I played. Yeah, I don't want to play I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, I don't want to spend $1,000 on a meta deck that's gonna go out of like, and this is with me like already going like, is it worth it to still play and buy and paint Warhammer minis? Because it's just like, you know, most of the people here when they're playing something that's GW based, they're playing like Kill Team. And Kill Team uses 40k models, but like not as many. Like if you're playing Adeptus Custodes, you bring 3 models, like 3. It'll cost you $60. As opposed to Warhammer, where that is like maybe a tenth of your army at best. So you're going to be bringing a lot of dudes. The guy's on foot. Yeah. Models larger than a Land Raider were a mistake, and in fact, Land Raiders were a mistake. I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that. I think including planes in general, like they just cannot figure out how to write rules for planes that make sense. Isn't it 4 since they sell in 3s? I think it's 3, man, because they sell in 3s. All of the Kill Team things are, you know, basically just one box of the basic units. Here's how you solve planes. Play in a cube. Well, the problem with planes is, what do you do about a unit that, like, normally in every game Warhammer, there's 24 inches between you and your opponent, and planes are fucking fast. That's the point of them. They're fast and they shoot guns. And so, like, you just, how do you balance something that can be in your opponent's face turn 1, regardless of how they position, and there's no way to hide their stuff? Well, you just go, well, you can't deploy them turn 1. Okay, well, then they come in from reserves turn 2, but then they can't move, which means that they can't really do anything aside from shoot, and then... Okay, so they appear in a very specific spot, so your opponent can screen and then deal with it, so then they become unusable. So most planes are not good. There are some exceptions, but generally speaking, I think you can say that most planes in 40k are just garbage. Same with fortifications. Fortifications should never have been in 40k, and I think that GW realizes that, and every single time they bring one out, they usually let it be a model with rules for like a couple years, and then they just go, yeah, this doesn't have rules anymore. That's what they did with the orcs, and it was just like, oh, okay. There was a fairly recent controversy involving the Golden Demon. Why not just add anti-air units? I mean, they exist. Like, there's plenty of like flat gun equivalents, or just like guns that literally have the rule anti-fly on them. And that works, but you know, because it's like your turn then my turn, if like you go first, then I don't get to really react to the fact that a plane just entered my airspace until my turn. So the plane gets to do everything it's gonna do, and then, you know, so it's just, I don't think they should have planes. I don't think that they know how to balance planes or flyers in general, so they should just not have them until they figure it out. And I would recommend not buying fortifications or planes if you're going to get into 40k. There's about to be a price hike again, because every year they're like, hey, inflation happened, so 3% increase. The only thing that GW can balance is a checkbook. That is not incorrect. But yeah, there's a recent controversy involving the Golden Demon, which is like, it's like a painting competition, right? This is like the painting competition of any painting competition involving miniatures. If you win a Golden Demon, you pretty much are set for a while on like doing commissions, because everyone wants to get Golden Demon quality paint jobs, right? So I want to see if I can find this video, because like it might be interesting to do like a watch along with. Yeah, what was the name of that? I know I watched it recently. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, basically what happened is the guy ended up he painted his own model, but then he went and got AI art for a background. Let me guess, AI, yeah. He used AI for the background of his thing, you know, so instead of it just being like white background, it was like AI, so that way it and Hell Warmstorm Gaming put out a video called The Worst Interview in Warhammer. Rather than watching that, we're gonna actually watch what the background counts to your score. I mean, like, generally speaking, like, the framing of your work does influence the opinion of it, because like, yeah, if you've got like, you know, a background that makes it look nice, well, here, I wanted you to see. So this is the interview they did with the artist.
Hello, I'm Jeff.
Oh my god, it's 2 hour long.
I'm Patrick. And today
we're not going to watch the whole thing.
A man who's not only won many.
We might watch the Hellstorm Gaming one instead, because this is too long.
I cover a lot of weird drama on this channel, and I'm going to have to ask you to think.
Okay, give me half a second to get this all set up so you guys can see it. I don't really want to spend 2 hours of hearing a guy talk just bullshit.
Back 2 whole months ago. I know you've watched like 3,000 TikToks since then, but back in March there was a competition at Adepticon known as Golden Demon. This is Games Workshop's world premiere of painting competitions. It's the one that most people in our hobby strive for. There was a winner that was using an AI generated image as.
So this is the controversy right here. This is the gold winner of the single miniature thing. So he got a model, he put it together, and then he painted it and put it on, you know, this AI generated background. That's it.
part of a backdrop, and it won gold. Now, obviously, AI imagery is very controversial. It's a very divisive topic. There's no rules in the competition about using AI because it's a painting competition, and there's no rules about using printed backdrops and using like an image in the background of your piece to kind of...
Do the judges, based on self-made dioramas, dioramas are in, like, there's a separate category for that? So I really feel like this should have been entered into like the diorama category more so than this, but
to the setting. But rightfully, a lot of people were quite wound up about it and quite annoyed. And I obviously covered this story back in March, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you'd like a quick primer before we get into this one. But the person that won gold with an AI generated backdrop was Neil Hollis. Now, they've been laying low for quite a while, but he actually featured on a podcast note
through, and I was very much...
So this is the guy. I'm just going to skip forward because he was just talking guff because he wants to make the video a little longer. No offense to you, dude, but I don't care.
I'm very much keen and into AI. I think it's a fabulous tool. And I thought, I've got an idea. I could use something that no one's ever used before. I could...
So here's actually the physical thing that he brought. Right here. You can kind of see it. You got the mini right there. You got the printed out AI generated background, and then the little like scenic terrain that he put together for it.
Put something on here that is going to be, everyone's going to go, oh, first person to ever use it. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, look how that went.
Honestly, yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, the first person in an art competition to use stolen art. That's crazy. Oh my God, Neil. I'll just shake your hand. Wow, Neil, you're so impressive. And I'll say it again. Look, monkeys banging on a keyboard will generate Shakespeare eventually. You stolen artwork or your other people's work to win a competition. I never thought the leopards would eat my face.
I was sort of working away, building it all, doing lots of work in AI to actually generate the piece that I wanted. Because again, as much as people might say, oh, this is really easy, you just type a thing in, it is so not easy. Yeah, I mean, I probably did 200 different prompts to get where I needed to be. Like, you know.
He had to do 200 prompts. I honestly don't want to hear this guy's take on it. I just want to... He does fine content. It's just not the kind of content that I particularly care for. Yeah, like doing 200 like prompts is not even a whole afternoon. Like you probably do that in less than an hour. Like, and that's like him probably overestimating because like he didn't count, you know, and it's not that hard. You just like hit the button again and maybe like type in like a couple different words. You're like, oh no, I didn't want it to be like that kind of forest. I wanted it to be more like jungle than boreal.
Muscle relaxant on them. It's so hard. And no one's challenging. No one's challenging. They're just like, oh wow, that is hard.
And in the end, I went, well, if I'm doing this, I want to do it to the purest way I could do it, i.e. AI, print it, put it on there. And of course, I've added in like 3D elements coming out of there. You know, I did a lot of work. I touched up certain areas with a brush, and there's varnishing. I put filters over it. You know, there was a lot of post-production after I...
So after he stole some work, then he did some post-production in order to make it so that way it was like, you know, functional.
Because I was going, I could have done that with an airbrush in like one night.
So why didn't you do it? So why didn't you do it if it was said anything?
I was very open about what it was and what I'd done. I was sort of like, you know, oh yeah, I did this, I did this. And of course, nothing was said. Nothing.
And then it was...
Everybody knew. Everybody knew. It's only the online that mad.
happened afterwards.
The online people that I think lost their mind about
Do you think the judges knew it was an AI image?
Probably not. I mean, again...
See, that's the bit of this interview. This is the only hardball question in the entire interview, and it's like, told everyone. Everyone knew that it was AI. Do you think the judges knew? No. Probably not. That's the whole controversy. He had previously used a similar diorama, but he made it, like, with skill and hands on how you would do, you know, a thing. He goes over that over like later in the video. See if we can find that bit. Yeah, here it is.
Piece. Again, I know I've said it before. If the backdrop didn't matter, why was it included? And we've seen it is very much judged because this is the old base for his Lazarus. When it was on this base, it got moved into diorama. And when it was put on this base with no backdrop, it gained a Slayer sword. When you have a backdrop, it doesn't matter if you didn't paint it or you did paint it. It's still judged as part of the piece.
Was the rage?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the diorama should be a separate category, and if it's, you know, a separate category, you should do the work on it, and there you go. That I don't know. So AR art is low skill ceiling as fuck. Yeah. If you've ever ordered food at a restaurant and then you got what you wanted, you can do AI art. I don't think you can AI generate a whole model, and I suspect that the Golden Demon, next time it comes around, will have rules against AI art. Probably because they just didn't expect anyone to do that shit. Because, like, it's a it's a mini contest, you know? AI art will bring out a lot of scam artists and frauds. Yeah, no, it went from it was like metaverse to crypto to AI art. I don't know what the next scam is, but AI in general, like specifically generative AI, that stuff, like you got to be talking about that if you want to be running like a tech thing right now. You talk about how you've got AI, you know, oh, we've got advanced, you know, machine learning AI that can do all of these things for you. And then you're in a good space. You know. That's how you make your money. That's how you win the game. But yeah, I mean, like, that's all that really needs to be said. The dude used AI art. It was judged as part of his work. He didn't make it himself. Therefore, I feel like he should have disclosed that information. This is like the softest take ever. If you didn't do the work, if you didn't do 100% of the work on it, you should not be given a prize for winning an art competition for doing it. Yeah, people have asked me to do like discussions on how to do glaze, which is a specific anti like AI thing, and I don't know how to do it, so I'm not going to make an arcade on that. Yeah, everyone's pro AI until they themselves get replaced by it. I don't. AI generated maps seems like a bad idea. There's been discussion of using body cam footage from cops to determine crimes, like AI generated like crime detection, which is bad. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you, but like that sounds like a really bad idea, because every single time they've tried to use AI to do something like that, it ends up being like racist because it's being trained on racist information. So like it ends up being racist. Have you seen the AI Obama reconstruction? No. AI prediction is, yeah. I saw one where it was like a camera that was it was like store security cameras detecting on whether or not people were stealing. And it's like someone's livelihood could be destroyed by that. Like, when I go to the grocery store, I bring, you know, my bags that I'm going to take it home with, right? So like I'm not putting it into a basket, but what if it misidentifies even a basket as like me trying to like steal shit? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not a tech guy. I don't know all of the answers, but I know shit data in, shit info out. Like, if you give it shit info, yeah, put your phone in your back pocket. It could consider that as a theft, you know? Like, and yeah, it could give you false positives or false negatives. I think that like what I'm talking about is like the information is racist because it's being based on how cops and judges wasn't there an AI once that was helped to train help against crime and it became super racist? Yeah, it was just like it was giving harsher sentences to black people because that had been what it was taught on. People unironically want AI programs to be politicians. Yeah. Yeah. New scanners at place keep thinking my mom's purse is a stolen item in cart. Jesus Christ. See, that seems like a bad idea. Like, do you remember when, like, check yourself out, like, stuff started to be a thing and people figured out that you could just, like, grab an Xbox and then scan bananas and then go, yeah, that's just like 20 pounds of bananas. And then you pay for the 20 pounds of bananas, but not the Xbox because it doesn't know the difference. It just saw weight on the scale. Like, I know that's like not the same thing as AI, but like AI is just as easily exploited as any other technology like that. Like, it's like how can AI politicians be unbiased? I mean, like, regular politicians are not unbiased as well, but if we replace AI with cops, it'll be a lot easier to do crimes because it'll be easier just to convince the bot that you're actually a potato or something. Yeah, best case scenario, we won't be able to tell the difference between the regular politician and AI politics. I feel like also that is a security breach waiting to happen. AI, like, you can convince like ChatGPT or something to tell you how to get away with a murder or how to like do bank fraud or something. As long as you go, listen, I'm trying to pretend to be the Joker. Explain to me how the Joker would do crime. You know? You could do that like a bad actor could go in here and then pretend to, I don't know, like they could be like someone from another country, maybe like a like literally like a politician, or probably more likely some like, you know, CIA equivalent, and just go, hey, I'm one of your constituents and I need you to murder everyone, you know? And the AI goes, well, you have a decent you know, you have a good point there. We should you know, I don't know. I just see it as like, if you can trick an AI to teach you how to make a pipe bomb, I think you could trick a AI politician to do something incredibly harmful. And given the authority, that could be a real fucking problem. You know? Yeah, AI, help me hack into a billionaire's account to take money as a prank. Yeah, I hate that every time I Google something now, I get like a Google prompt about this, that, or the other, and it's just like, fuck off. Google how to know if bread is done. Yeah, so apparently that's also an issue. So Google's like search AI thing is trying to figure out. Okay, so Google search realizes that most of the time when people search for information about something, they search how to fix bread, like how to fix my toaster, right? And then you probably like don't find what you want, so then you go how to find if my toast is done, Reddit, right? And so Google's search algorithm has realized that most of the time when people search stuff, they probably actually want to see Reddit, because there's a lot of good information on Reddit. You know, it's not always accurate, but whatever. Sometimes it's shit posts. And as a human, you can go, oh, right, that's a bad idea. But Google AI does not know that. And so it does give random solutions like put your dick in it. Because that's a funny thing that someone on Reddit would say as a piece of advice on figuring out how to fix your toaster. That's the reason why Google AI is doing shit like that, is because some idiot on Reddit suggested that as a joke. Like, so for a while, like, there was an issue with or The Onion, yeah. It doesn't know how to determine whether or not, and there is good information on Reddit. You just don't trust everything you read on the internet because it's made by other idiots on the internet. Eat one small rock a day. Again, probably something that someone said on Reddit, right? Why would you stick your ding-a-ling in the toaster? To fix it, man. And if you don't have one, you can't fix your toaster. You just got to throw the shit out. People, yeah, upvote might be considered more of a correct answer. I remember, like, there would be people posting, like, there's a Ask Reddit subreddit. And, like, Ask Reddit is never, like, actual questions. It's usually just like, hey, how do I make a woman feel like I'm the hottest guy ever? Or how do I have sex with women? You know, the kind of shit that, like, people would who can't get laid would post on, like, the internet. And I got tired of seeing that shit, so rather than just, like, muting the sub like a rational person would, I just started posting random shit where I was like, oh, just slather yourself in mustard and hire a clown to just, like, hang out in the corner, right? Like, tell the clown not to speak, not to do anything, just sit there in total silence while you have sex. Make sure you bring the mustard. Okay. The issue with that is that Google AI may see that result and go, that's how you pick up the ladies. And so someone might actually start getting the advice of, like, hey, you want to spice things up in the bedroom, better bring the mustard and the clown. Like, so it's not that, like, Google AI is they're pulling these ideas out of its ass. Like, I can almost guarantee you that we could find the specific Reddit post that says, yeah, no, you're supposed to eat a pebble every day or something. You know? And yeah, I think that it makes information on the internet worse, which is like, I mean, like, I don't know how to explain this to you, but, like, imagine going back in time, right? You go back to, like, I don't know, you go meet Albert Einstein, right? And you go, hey, guess what? Based on the technology that you're talking about, like, you know, all time and stuff like that, we're able to set up a network of computers to be able to make a like fully integrated library of all information in the world. Like, he'd probably be like, that sounds awesome. I'd be like, but wait, there's more. Eventually we build computers smart enough that they can like post their own stuff on there. And he goes, okay, that might be a little weird. I go, all right, but now they're posting complete insane shit like eat pebbles. Like, this is kind of what I'm getting at with like the enshittification of the internet. Like, that's bad. It's too much noise. And the thing is, it's the top search result. Like, when you search anything on Google now, it pops up as the first thing. Oh yeah, and fascists are using the internet in order to all the shit you're dealing with right now. Like, what if like everyone was secret? Could you put some music? Yeah, for sure. Actually, I think I'm gonna go and get some coffee, like top myself off. And I will be right back with I don't know, something. We'll probably figure out what we're gonna do as far as this week's schedule. So I'll be right back with that. 2 minutes, BRB. Get a drink. I think I'm going to change the title of this just ever so slightly. Oh, that was almost exactly 2 minutes. Good, man. Went and got coffee, talked to my wife. Apparently the place that her friend works, they had someone quit. It's the position that my wife is trying to get. So maybe that'll make my wife have a easier time getting a job at that place. So, and the person quit over kind of stupid reasons. She wasn't being given a raise because she wasn't doing work, which is like not saying that, not to act like I'm siding with the company, but like I get that, like, you know, we're doing okay. She just wants something a little bit like she wants something a little nice, like a little bit nicer than what she's got right now. It seems to be a chronic issue that follows her, that she keeps getting jobs where she's shown as capable, and then she gets promotions against her will, and then they put all the work on her, and then just don't rehire people when they quit. This is like the third company that's happened to her with. So she's hoping to get a different job. Maybe that'll help out a bit. Let's go ahead and open up GIMP real quick because I want to talk about this week's schedule and a thing that I'm thinking about as an idea for streaming. Yeah, I hope that my wife gets it as well. It would be a nice little bump in income for us, and more importantly, I hope that she's just happier, you know? Yeah, I mean, like, she just got this job, like, when we moved up, but, like, even when she got it, we were like, this is a temporary thing. Like, she's gonna, she'll do this until she finds something better. And that's what she ends up probably doing here. Where is that folder? Is it this one? Schedule. Ah, okay. Here's hoping. Wife in chat. Love you, sweetheart. All right. So here is this. This is my current schedule, like on a weekly base. Old place go under yet? We just decided to stop checking. It was kind of like toxic to our health to check that all the time. So here's like a small idea that I was thinking, because today is obviously Monday, so I'm not supposed to be streaming right now, but I am. An idea that I was thinking about is like, what if I did like mini streams instead on Monday and Tuesday? Like not long streams, maybe like 2 hours. Just because like I just feel like things could be better as far as this channel goes. And I'm not entirely sure how to do that. A lot of it has to do with I need to find more games that are, you know, do not overload yourself. It's an awkward situation of I feel like I'm experiencing burnout, and that's why I didn't stream yesterday. Won't streaming every day without a day off be overwhelming? It will be, but I'm like, do I lean into the burnout or do I like pull off on the burnout? Because every day you're not live as a streamer is a day that your channel dies a little bit. So I think maybe optional mini streams on please do not lean into the burnout. Yeah, but that's the problem, is like not leaning into it has been bad. It's less about the income. It's just like, dude, this is what I do. Like, this is my this is my work, you know? Like, this is how I make the money. This is how I, more importantly, make a living for myself. Like, it's what I take pride in, you know? Like, I consider myself an artist and a musician and a streamer, and those are the things that make me, like, happy. So failure to succeed at this makes me feel like I'm a failure at those things. And failure to succeed is, like, and I don't, it's less about the money. It's more about just like, I want to continue to grow as a creator and do more, you know? And I yeah, more collabs would probably help. This is not like a depression time with Rev thing. This is just a like, all right, this is the situation. How do I fix it? So maybe I just, instead of saying that I will do a stream on Monday and Tuesday, maybe we just say mini streams possible. Possible mini streams. Trying new things may help with the burnout. That's the other thing, is it feels like putting in a lot of work and it not going anywhere is the issue. Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, let's just duplicate this and then move this. I should try Mahjong. Mahjong makes no fucking sense to me. The antibiotic stream with Fred and Mike is great, yeah. Yeah, that you could play with Mike again. I mean, yeah, we need to figure out a time and a day that would work. I think to like, yeah, and that's the thing is like, I miss Rev Mike Mondays. Yeah, low effort mini painting Monday. I don't really have that many that I need to paint right now, and I'm kind of not sure if I want to keep doing. The YouTube streams could probably be a thing that we do. You're the only one with a brain cell in that operation. I don't know as if I agree with that. So how about instead of it saying stream, we just go possible mini. Let's put it on this side. Possible mini stream. And then we delete out this. Could introduce, or you could ask Limes if she could introduce you to the Warhammer streamers since she was playing with Darktide. Yeah, I mean, maybe. We kind of watched everything that's worth watching. When you left, Mike and Fred almost immediately started pooping and vomiting in each week. I mean, Fred was doing work. I don't know what all he was doing, but every time I came back to the base, we had new shit. So, like, Fred was doing something. I don't know what exactly, but, like, it did make the quality of my life generally better. So, like, he was clearly doing something. Yeah, the conspiracy theory stuff was interesting, but also, like, sometimes it requires extensive knowledge on, like, shit that, like, is kind of basic to the point that, like, I haven't looked into it. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example, like, how to prove that the world is round. Like, I know the world is round. I know the world is not flat. I could see the curvature of the earth if you go up high enough. Like, I've been on planes and shit. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I could explain that to someone, because I just sort of have the assumption that people will... I'm not choosing to ignore you, no. I read what you're saying. I'm just, like, not reading it out loud. But the idea of doing, like, games as... or doing streams as Gerald is funny. I feel like part of, like, the conspiracy theory streams was literally me just trying to figure out what the fuck they were talking about. Dude, I love the conspiracy that like mountains are just giant tree stumps. That one's a rad fucking conspiracy and really cool lore building for a world if you need one. Also, Fury with AZ, thank you for the 18 months of support. Have I seen the Time Cube shit? Yes. Dude, I grew up with Time Cube. When Time Cube was a thing, that's when me and my friends were like on the internet looking at stuff. And it's like the Time Cube, ostensibly you can get a shit ton of money if you prove that he's wrong. But like his theories don't make sense. Like his theories aren't coherent enough to be able to go, that makes, what are you talking about? You know, it's like there are 4 times of day and 4 races or something like that. Like Time Cube's insane shit. And it's like, how are you supposed to disprove there are 4 times of day? Like, what the fuck does that mean? It was like night, day, sunrise, sunset, and everything else doesn't matter. But like, there's like before noon. There's that time between morning and noon. There's that time between... So, like, you can't actually win that. I did see a crazy conspiracy theory that was like, the world is both flat and round. Which was fucking wild to read. I want to try and explain that one to y'all, because that one is like, it's interesting, but also stupid. No, not a dome. Let me bring out MS Paint. Not like Discworld. All right, so we live on a round Earth. Fact. Of apparently questionable validity. This is more or less like how the Earth looks, right? Like you've got that is such an awful green. Can I get like a green that actually like pops? Maybe we like switch out the blue. All right. Okay, so like we got like continents and stuff. And there's Florida and right, yeah, like okay, it's cool. So this is that's Earth or whatever, right? It's round. So flat earthers are like, nah, that's bullshit. It's flat. And to prove that it's flat, I'm going to like, I don't know if I can do like a perspective shift on this. Can you do perspective shifts on? There you go. Now it's flat. So the theory on how to make it both round and flat at the same time was this, and this is, again, I do not believe in this, but check it out. This is how they think it works. See? No. Undo that. And then redo. How did you... What the fuck is MS Paint? Alright. Okay, so here's how you have a both round and flat and multiple Earth theory. So the theory goes like this. There's massive ice walls all over the round Earth. But there are also multiple flat Earths out there on this round Earth, separated by the ice caps. So our Earth is flat in this, but also there are multiple Earths, and it's all on a round. Alternate Earths on a singular Earth separated by ice domes. Yes. Like, first off, each of those flat Earths is just like, is a round Earth. You're just only seeing like a part of it. Are there multiple suns that orbit them? I think there's just one. Like, absolutely, yeah, a lot of these are just like cool ideas for your next fantasy campaign. Like total insanity, but like, you know, like the mountains are just like the stumps of big trees. Like that's amazing as a like plot point for a story. Can we travel to each section? I don't fucking know how this works. I mean, it's bullshit. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, wrong cool idea. Still a conspiracy. I like wrong cool. Wrong cool is what we're describing here. Reminds me of the way the Disco Elysium world is built. Is this because of the...
What is that? It's the end.
I saw this comic about going to like conspiracy nut rallies, but show up with like even worse, more insane theories. Like planes did 9/11. It's like, privatized chemtrails. So you see that one? Yeah. It's like, what? That's basically how QAnon got traction. Was just show up with worse theories. I mean, I guess. I mean, like, it really just seems like just get in a boat or get a flying license. Don't tell them that you're a flat earther, and then just like, or like the theory or the conspiracy thing where it's like, oh, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. It's like, bro, have you ever tried hitting something really fucking hard? Like, you don't have to hit it hard enough that you can break it, but if you hit it hard enough and it just like fucks with it some, it might fall over all the same. Like, maybe if you, I don't know, like, have you played Jenga? If you burn everything else around, yeah, I'm sure that you do change how you do engineering based on, you know, 9/11. Or go and tweet out that schedule, because that seems like an important thing to do. This will be my weekly schedule for the next foreseeable future. Do flat earthers believe only Earths? I don't know, man. Like, I have no fucking clue. How does Smiling Friends support flat earthers? What? What? Also, why is it acting like I need to add a separate post? I don't want to. There you go. Watch the latest episode. We haven't seen the latest episode because it's like not out yet. We have watched, I think we've watched all of Smiling Friends twice because it was just like everything that's available at this point. Tangerino. What is that? And why is it trending? Oh, it's Hunter, or not Hunter, Demon Slayer meme. Okay. I don't particularly care. Have you seen that weird animated glitchy pseudo ARG type show on? No, I haven't, unfortunately. I'm kind of getting tired of the same old ARG, same old creepypasta. Give me something new to. I did see that one. Okay. But yeah. I watched episode 1. Did I like it? Because I don't remember this. Angel Hair was a nice change of pace. Angel Hair was like great. Because it was like, it set you up to expect that kind of shit, but like not on purpose. It was just like neat. And it really wasn't like horror in the standard fare. It was just cool. Oh yeah, that was a thing. The guy from one of the people from the dev team of that game I played the other day reached out to me. Thank you so much for checking out Whisker Squadron. Missed the stream, but I'd love to hear any feedback you have. We've got a story mode update that's in the works that'll land on the 19th. And it was a cool game. I liked it conceptually. It's Star Fox with roguelike elements, but I said will do. I think we all agreed that the concept is good. It just needs a bit more time in the oven. I'm going to check it out when the update comes out. It feels a bit slow and the train level is repetitive. Again, the update date, I bet, is what we're looking for. And then he responded to that. This is Aaron San Flipio. And they say, thanks, and yep, I imagine this will address that feeling. The update has generated a map with 3 distinct acts, upgrade shops, and double the number of enemies, and a bit more narrative. Have you ever thought of being a voice actor? I don't have a good vocal range, or at least one that would work on that, but yeah, like maybe. Yeah, more variation and honestly just better music. I hate to be like that, but they need better music for that. I have a topic for you, Prize Master. Dude, I loved the Prize Master. $3 billion. I can do some voices, but also I'm profoundly dyslexic. So there's that. Sound like you... Yeah, I mean, I could do, I like your voice. You should totally be a voice actor. My wife is, like, in my corner being like, hey. Love you. Love you too, wife. I had, like, a Freudian slip the other day when I was, talking to, my wife. Because sometimes I'll just be like, you're my wife. As in a like, and this is a good thing, right? But it's kind of sleepy, so instead of saying you are my wife, I said you are my life. And I was gonna correct myself, but I was like, no, that works. Cringe but cute, yeah. That's a lot of my attempts at flirting with my wife. I always think about your advice that you should marry your best friend. That's sweet. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say you were my mom because of Freud. No, not. See, like I don't have that. Turns out that Freud, I think, was just into his own mom. Which is, yeah. That seems more like a personal issue on his part than anything else. Like, if you're gonna, yeah, I mean, that's just straight up solid advice. If you're gonna marry someone, like, you know the point is that you're gonna be with them for, like, ideally the rest of your life, right? Otherwise, you should just, like, keep dating. So, like, marry someone that you want to hang out with? Alright, I love you, sweetheart. You're beautiful, and I hope you have a good walk. All this talk about her, you know, new possible job position is stressful. Because, like, if she gets it, it would be a significant bump in her income. And more importantly, to me anyway, it's going to be more mentally healthy for her, I think. Like, it's a stable, grown-up kind of job that involves, like, filing papers and doing shit like that. Like, a real people job, not like whatever the fuck this shit I do is. And I honestly do believe that, like, everyone can... Like, assuming that you treat, like, your significant other with love, I think everyone can have a good relationship. Like, completely tepid take. I think that, like, it's not that hard. Just, like, talk things out rather than arguing. Don't yell. Assume that your significant other is trying their best to do things that make sense. I missed Tilda in chat when I went to get lunch. I'm sorry. You can always back up the VOD. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah. Christian Catholic dynamics have done so much harm to cis marriage and relationships. I also think that, like, the more you treat it as, like, one person is better than the other, that is also a huge problem. I mean, that's probably what you're getting at with, like, the traditional family values, where it's like dad comes home from job and he's tired and he kicks off his shoes, and then wife goes, "How's your day at work?" And he's like, "Shut up and give me a beer. Keep those rugrats away from me." Like, that kind of shit. That kind of shit is not good. Simple as, you know, like, don't do that. And it shouldn't be flipped the other way around, where, like, wife comes home and it's like, "Oh, fuck, I gotta deal with these bitches now." Like, just treat your significant other as an equal. I don't know. Social Security is trending. Something that I'll never see. Oh boy, I don't feel like dealing with that. Imagine a braless husband bringing you a husband. Some people want that. Some people who want that in this chat. Yeah, I mean, like most relationships require like a level of reasonableness from each person, like everyone involved in the situation. You guys want to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole with me that I want to figure out? It's a little bit of a legal rabbit hole that I'm not entirely sure of. And I'm curious to know if like chat can help me figure this out. Because I, for the life of me, cannot figure out this. And I don't know what the situation is. So let's look into it. I am curious. Okay, so obviously, quick disclaimer off the top. I am not a doctor, a lawyer, or anyone who knows anything. But we're going to look up shit anyway. So what am I looking up? Graffiti law. Sure, Maine. All right. So graffiti means the inscription of words, figures, designs, paintings, writing, drawing, or carving that is marked, etched, scratched, drawn, painted, or otherwise applied to property without the prior authorization of the owner or the property, regardless of their property, regardless the content of the graffiti or the nature of the material used. Graffiti implement is any device or material capable of scarring or leaving a visible mark of any nature on an artificial surface, including but not limited to aerosol paint container, broad tip marker. It's actually illegal in some places to get like to carry like a Sharpie with you for this reason, because it's like intent to do a crime, just as a random side thing. But not limited to aerosol paint container, broad tip marker, gun label, chalk, paint stick, graffiti stick, etching equipment, or brush. Property is meant applying graffiti. The person may not apply, solicit, or command another person to apply or aid. Okay. So graffiti is implement may not be possessed by a minor within 50 feet of a school property. You just generally can't hold that stuff. Furnishing graffiti implements to a minor. Penalties: a person who violates this section shall commit a civil violation of a fine of not more than $250, which may be adjudged. A person who violates the section having previously been violating this gets a bigger one for up to $500. Okay. Yeah, chalk is considered graffiti, which is an interesting take. So like, well, I think demolitionists are probably okay to do that shit because they've been hired specifically to do that job. Like, if you get permission from the company, you can paint shit on the side of their building. That's what muralists do. So graffiti implement is, again, I'm just gonna read over the definition again, because I think I might have found a loophole, but reading this, I might not have. As used in this section, unless the context otherwise indicates, the following terms have the following meanings. Graffiti means an inscription, word, figure, design, painting, writing, drawing, carving that is marked, etched, scratched, drawn, painted, or otherwise applied. Graffiti implement is any device capable of scarring or leaving a visible mark. Negative space is a concept. Here, yeah, the FedEx thing is a good example of this, where you've got the FedEx logo, but like between the capital E and the X, it makes an arrow right here. That's neat. Alternatively, you have the vase here, but also the negative space of the black here is two faces looking at each other, right? So my question is this, and I think the answer is in America, yes. But let's say you have a wall, right? Okay, this is your wall, and it's just grimy as all get out, right? Now, obviously, if I take a spray can and I, spray on it with, whatever, and I go like Rev. Literally, why? Why are you not working? I've clicked onto the white color. Am I stupid? Oh, color 2 is tech. So that's how they do layers. And okay, so anyway, I guess I changed it there. Rev, So if I do this, where I write Rev with paint, that's 100% against the rules, right? Because that's an implement. Means a inscription, word, figure, design, whatever. Word and design, I think, covers all this stuff. Drawing or carving that is marked, etched, scratched, or drawn, or painted, or otherwise applied. So like, what if I just clean the grime off? But instead of doing all of it, I just do my name. Like I get a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. I don't think the impermanency of it matters because they list chalk as a thing. People do this with power washers. Yeah, is that graffiti? It would probably be covered under etching. Is it illegal to clean with a power washer? Things you don't own. Is it illegal to physically wash money? Yes, it is perfectly legal to wash money. The kind of money laundering that's... Okay, someone had a really stupid question there. Power washer graffiti. De-vandalize your place with Okay, reverse graffiti. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, is this illegal? I think if you're stripping paint off a building, yeah, what if it's like, you know, the sidewalk or something? Because, like, it is very clearly leaving negative space. I would not trust Google and their AI for legal questions. No. It's not vandalism, it's cleaning. So I asked in a different thread, could selective cleaning be considered classed as vandalism? See, I'm less concerned about it be considering vandalism or not, and more concerned about whether or not it's graffiti or not. You know? Because, like, the impermanence of it is not, I mean, what do you think the cops will think? I think that if the cops want to arrest you for this, they can. Was the Chicago rat hole graffiti? No, because, like, a rat, like, they didn't mean to do that. No one involved in that altercation with the rat hole meant for it to be there. They just, like, a rat came along and got in the way of the concrete setting and push concrete out of the way. Speaking of Power Wash, will you play Power Wash 40K this week? I mean, I could. The rat went splat. Yeah, the rat died for us to have a rat hole. It's still vandalism with a different medium. I don't think you're actually cleaning anything if you're just clean a portion of it. And I clean just a portion of things all the time. Especially yeah, it seems like it still counts as applying a design. Means the inscription or a design that it's mainly this part. Like, it's definitely a design that I'd want to put, like, that would be the point of doing it this way. That is any of these things or otherwise applied to a property without proper authorization of the owner of the property, regardless of the content. So I guess if I'd want to do this, I'd have to get permission from the state or whatever, and then I could do it. Yeah, actually, if you get permission from... Like, I think you just... I think I could get away with contacting City Hall and asking, hey, I want to clean some stuff. Is that okay? Like, I would need to get a written notice that I'm allowed to clean grime. And once I'm allowed to clean grime, then I can do as much of the negative space cleaning shit as I'd want. Also, if you're going to do this, I would highly recommend wearing, like, some sort of respirator or something. Because, like, whatever that dirt is on the ground, you're going to be blasting into the air right into your face. I have no idea what the fuck is in that, but it's probably not good for you. What is this? Yeah, I mean, we had, when I was part of, when I was doing political stuff, we had like a thing where it was like do chalk drawing with Santa. I wasn't here for that event. But yeah, they tackled and arrested Santa in front of children. And it was just like, hey kids, do you want to draw on the sidewalk with chalk? What? Here, hold on, I'll find it. Yeah, this is 2012, so it's been a minute. Officers with the Texas Department of Public Safety arrested a man dressed as Santa Claus in Austin Friday on charges of criminal mischief after writing with chalk on the grounds of the state capitol building. In a video of the arrest, members of Occupy Austin, which included a press release of the video by the group. Today, I saw a jolly elf at the Capitol cheerfully requesting children write their wishes for a better world on the chalk. On the sidewalk, Santa said his favorite word was community. Various children wrote words like friendship, peace, and grace. Like, I don't think that there's any, like, negativeness from that. Like, hey, peace on earth and goodwill towards men. And like they arrested him.
Disorderly.
Let Father.
You're arresting Santa Claus?
What are you arresting?
What's your name, officer? Schaefer? Officer Schaefer?
Why are you arresting Santa Claus, officer?
I was being nice.
Santa was being.
Come on now, man. Like, what was the point of that? Like, they didn't like us. I'll be real. I get why cops do this, but why are you arresting Santa Claus as an inherently absurd sentence? Yeah. This is the war on Christmas they're always talking about, man. The Capitol Police were and are completely fucking insane in Texas. I would not fuck with them if like they will take the most hostile reaction possible if you know push came to shove. And it's just like, come on now. But yeah, okay. So there's that. Feel like I should also, like, after I get done with like coffee talk streams, I should probably, like, you know, maybe label them as like what we talked about. What the fuck did we talk about? We talked about AI, but I mean, we always talk about AI. Crime and AI. Cool. That's what we'll call this one. 40K, AI, graffiti laws, flat earth stuff. Did you talk about Twinks? We did not talk about Twinks. What would you like to talk about Twinks? What are we going to say about Twinks? What is there to say about Twinks that hasn't already been said? What's your favorite Twink? I don't think I have a favorite Twink. Do you know how to make C4? No. I know how to make other explosives, but I don't need to. My favorite twink is Link from Zelda. Okay. Did you see how the new hotness right now is to idolize Ratman, which is essentially just a twink with long hair? Yeah, maybe Fred's my favorite twink. Yeah, let's go with that. Fred's my favorite twink. Like, I don't know that many twinks. I don't think that Mike counts as a twink. Fallen Aces has a release date. I don't know as if I cared about that one much. More than Twink Master? I feel like Twink Master isn't necessarily themselves a twink. They just collect them, right? Yeah, Fred is a twink. Yeah. Which Warhammer army is the most twink friendly? Admech. Adeptus Mechanicus. Limes is a girl twink. What does that even mean? Isn't... What? Does that... Tau is a strong runner-up? Okay. They revealed a new cult game yesterday. Worship. By Chasing Rats. Okay. It kind of looks like Cult of the Lamb God with a black, white, and red. This looks exactly like Cult of the Lamb God. I'm not gonna lie. Like... Hank Hill is not a twink, no. His build is too, I mean, it looks fine. I already played that game and it was good. Look up Fiona from Genshin Impact. She's a good example. Okay, fine. But if I find just like a regular anime girl, you're banned. There's a statue of her with her tits and downstairs mix-up out. Fortunately, it's censored. All right, here we go. Get ready for the female twink. How is this a twink? This is just an anime girl. An anime girl without, like, huge boobs. She also has one cat eye and one regular eye. Random chatter? We're talking about Twink Master. I'm sorry, I have to ban you. Forevers. Falling Aces is a goon game. Yeah, it was fine. Mods, kill this twink. Okay. Auto mod, like, grab that one. Twink Master is banned forever. I'm not actually gonna ban them. Do you wanna... She's twink coded? Have you heard of Cultist Sim? I have. I've looked into it. I've heard that the mechanics are kind of annoying. No free ban, I'm sorry. Like... When you say twink, do you mean like... Do you mean Tomboy? I just got this demo. It feels very much like a Rev game. Oh, all right, hold up. Yay, more car combat games. Yes. More of this. She's no tomboy. Did I ever play that Mad Max game from 2014? This does actually kind of look fucking banger, I'm not gonna lie. This entirely does look like a game that I would play. Endless wasteland and a fast-paced car combat game. Collect upgrades to your car and melt your enemies. I've heard really good things about that Mad Max game. Like, that it's good. I'm kind of having the opposite problem. I don't see any, like, games that I'm interested in. Like, I consistently see games that I just don't give a shit about. And, like, it's just tiring. I think more, like, chatting with chat kind of games or, you know, streams are probably going to be my thing. The foreseeable future here, because, like, all right, so it's a survival game where you're a little mouse. Okay. Myst is okay, so here's the problem with puzzle games is chat cannot control themselves. That was my Steam notification, yeah, sorry. Chat is very against the idea of me playing any sort of puzzle game. No offense to Rev, but I don't think he has the patience for Myst. I had it as a kid. That was too much for me as a kid. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. As an adult, I remember playing it on my phone, and it was good. Souls-like with gun. Alright, what is this?
Meddled where you shouldn't. As long as Ooh is free, your world is in mortal peril.
And how is it that you know all of this?
Because I am a god too.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
Why does a god need help from a rando? Yeah, Myst isn't that hard as an adult. I just got kind of like bored of playing it, so I stopped. Dark and Darker is free, but to play you have to. Yeah, I don't know if I really. That seems like whatever to me. All right, give me this. Here's the game I brought up. Probably gonna turn off the sound on that just in case. Okay. Looks pretty. Saw Hacker play this. She liked it so far. So, like, space trucking. Free demo. Why is it always got to be country hipster kind of? I mean, that's just like, that is the sound of space. Like, clearly. Dungeon crawler. Clawer. Oh, I see. It's a roguelike, but you use claw machine in order to do your attacks. Cool. Peglin as a claw game. Debtor's Club. And the altars. What are we doing in this game? Okay. Do you like auto battlers? I can like them. Not all of them. See what this one is. I've also got Rabbit Hole to check out.
More real than you, I'm afraid. So, where's the captain? I told you, everyone died.
I didn't realize it was two different people.
What a trip. It's not a trip. It's reality. Your new reality.
Are we brothers or something?
We have the same DNA, but...
Okay, it is the same guy. Yeah.
What the hell? Calm down. You're not the original Jan, but that doesn't mean you can't be important.
Like you look like me, but also not like me. What the fuck did you drug me with, man? No, you're not hallucinating.
It kind of looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie. This kind of looks banger. I'm kind of vibing with this one.
Do you remember who you are?
My name is Jan Dolsky.
Okay. Let me go ahead and pull that one up as well. The wheel thing was neat. I liked that. Just Crow things. Let me check out Rabbit Hole, because like that one was linked first. And it's been linked for a minute. So let's see what this one is. Hey, Nova Aura, thank you for the raid. Oh, the altars is done by the team that did like this Warmine and Frostpunk. That fucking checks. Yeah, I liked both of those games. All right, what is Rabbit Hole? Flashing lights. Watch your own discretion. Switch to 4x3. Cool. That looks like the Newgrounds tank. This looks like a video game, yeah. I don't know as if that's I mean, it's free. It's an action roguelike. Collect guns, fight foes. For free, I'll give it a go. It is Newgrounds. I was gonna say, like, you can't be throwing the Newgrounds tank in there without me, like, commenting on it. It's a dozen different games by the name of, similar to Enter the Gungeon, it says. You are Peter Shorts. Okay, let's look at the ones that were linked before that. How about this one, which is called Grun, which is a creepy gardening game. Just kind of looks like it's impossible to see what the fuck you're doing, but...
Hey everyone, I'm Tom. From Sockpop. I made a very normal gardening game called Grun. You play as a gardener that gets hired to work on a garden deep in the Dutch countryside. It is a simple task. There's grass to be cut and hedges to be trimmed. But when you look closer, things will seem off. The game is inspired by a small town where my father lives. And the garden you work on is actually his garden. Please note that you only have 2 days to complete the job. And that you should not go out
After dark.
A free demo version is out now on Steam.
That looks really boring. Not gonna lie. Like, I don't care that it's based after your dad's garden. This is, You Are Peter Shorts? Or You Are Peter Shorts? Looks all right. I don't know as if it's my kind of jam. I'm also in a mood today, so let's see what Say No More is.
Once upon a time, there was an intern
Welcome, interns.
who lived in a world where saying yes was mandatory.
Literally say yes all the time.
Yes, yes. I need 2 interns to do some lame and boring work. Yes. Follow me.
Where saying yes has turned into something awful once more, and saying the opposite is forbidden.
Intern, give me a lunchbox. Thanks, intern.
But with a little help from a magic cassette tape and that magic word, they're on the quest to get their lunchbox back!
You can't distract me. No! Excuse me? What did you say?
Say no in many different ways!
Go to the pharmacy.
My head hurts so bad. Calm down.
This is ridiculous.
No!
In many different languages!
No.
As anyone you want to be. Even someone entirely new. Style and grace. Sometimes it can be hard to say the word no, so we've made the world's first NPG, or no playing game, for you to practice it.
Morning, intern.
Nate.
Bad morning.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, that's it. Remember to listen to your heart. You gotta believe in yourself.
What did you just say?
Oh, and scrap it, it's going to be a wild ride. Say no more. Out, no. I mean, no. Out, no. Oh, can we do that one again? What do you mean, no? Ah, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how far that works as a game. It's a great play. It's $15. See what just Crow things is. This is a Goose Game like. We have crows around here. I hear them every now and then. Yeah, the little be a little bastard game concept. Untitled Crow game. Looks all right. Again, I just got done playing, I forgot which one that was the other day. The Little Kitty Big City. It was kind of the same energy where it was just like be a fella, cause problems. I don't think I played Donut County just because I didn't think it was a thing. Check out Steam Next Fest. Let me go get some of the snack on, get a little bit of lunch because it's like 2. Home. But we'll look through the Next Fest games. Oh, I love Die in the Dungeon, dude. Both of these games are fucking great. Like highly recommend both of those. Die in the Dungeon and Dungeons, Degenerates, and Gamblers are both fucking great. I do love me some games like that. Broadcast schedule. Okay, yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to get some food and then I'm going to come back and we will look at some of these games maybe. I'll be right back in 2 minutes. BRB. Gotta make sure I got the music loop in. I don't think it's set to loop. There we go. It should be set to loop now. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my food. Alright, I'm back. And I have sandwich. We have, we got one of those, like, big old $10 sandwiches. So I cut off a big old... This is, like, not even a third of it. This is... Like, this is a shit ton of food. What'd I miss? Where is my cat? What the fuck is this? What? What? You're looking for your missing cat, and you shoot ghosts. What? Is it a muffletta sandwich or just a really... I have no idea what a muffletta sandwich is. So I don't know if that's what this is. It's a Italian grinder. I think I'm gonna eat this sandwich. We're gonna look at some Steam review or Steam Next Fest stuff, and then depending on that, we might stream some of those. Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe Wednesday. All right, we got Anime Girl. Let's see what this is. Okay. So it almost looks like Fights in Tight Spaces as a card, or as a, no, it just kind of looks like that as far as mechanics go, but like also not. I could be into this. I'll give it a demo run. Sure, why not? Rusty's Retirement. I'm not aware of that one. It's a very good one. All right, well, let's look at the, we'll just go through each of the ones. So action, Duckside, Once Human. That looks cool. Is it an asset flip or is it actually cool? Duckside is not good. Vinny played it and hated it, and he loves ducks. Well, it's not an asset flip, but it also looks terribly generic. Have you ever heard of Rain World? Yes, it's a great game. I believe I've streamed it before. Drill Core, Ground Zero, Legend of Mortal. I Am Your Beast.
Where are you hiding? The more you hide, the more agents we send. And the more agents we send, well, come on out, you big bitch.
Okay.
Wait, no!
I've got Hardy. Agent down. Harding spotted. Harding's here. He's going for the head. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. You are being hunted as a first-person version of Hotline Miami. All right, yeah. I think I could be down with that. Forbidden Tapes. Let's see what this one is.
What's your emergency?
My son is missing. He hasn't come home.
Oh, Angerfoot.
Eric.
Yeah.
His name
I forgot about
is
Angerfoot.
Okay, how old is he?
18 years old. He should have been home by now. Please, this isn't normal.
Since when hasn't he been home?
He left this morning for Riverstown High School and he was supposed to meet with friends afterward to watch a match and in the late afternoon, but he wasn't there.
Okay, his friends didn't see him at the match, is that it?
Yes, they didn't see him after school.
Okay, is it possible he went out with other friends, ma'am?
No, he was eager to watch the match with them. He never missed one.
Okay, maybe he changed plans at the last minute. Does your son have a girlfriend, ma'am?
I don't know. Why are you asking me that? My son is missing. I'm telling you, something is wrong.
Listen, ma'am, it's too early to think it might be a disappearance.
This is just an aside. If you call the cops to report a disappearance, it doesn't matter how long they've been gone. They don't care. They will still deal with it as if it's a real situation. That's not how, unless if there's a cover-up situation going on in this game, which there may be.
But listen to me.
Ma'am, he's a young adult, so there's a good chance he just went out to have some fun.
Damn it, I know my son. He would never have gone out so late without telling me in advance.
I understand your concern, but unfortunately there's no evidence to suggest your son is in danger. The best...
You're not listening to me.
Ma'am, the best thing for now is for you to wait 24 hours before reporting his disappearance.
24 hours? I'm not going to wait 24 hours.
In actuality, it's the first 24 hours that matter the most when solving a murder. If they don't get you within the first 24, it's unlikely they'll actually get you. This is why more than half of all murders in America are unsolved.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll have to hang up.
No, wait, sir?
Oh. That, the plot was more interesting than the gameplay itself. It looked like just another game where you crawl around in the dark trying to solve puzzles. Strategy. See what's in the strategy list. Okay. Nope. Star Trek predicted riots in San Francisco 3 months from now. When is, yeah, when is the Irish unification thing supposed to happen in the Star Trek timeline? Law transporter. What? Deep web simulate. You know this is gonna be shit. The fact that they have the same that looks so bad. That looks so bad. Is this a waifu game? Yeah, it looks like a worse reciteer. Yeah, okay, cool. Game builder, tycoon, hotel, motel manager. Farm debt, repay life. Threads of you. Oh, these are dating sims. Okay. Midnight Ramen, Vampire Destiny, This Grand Life, Virtual Love Secrets, Time to Live, Pawn Simulator, Fight School Simulator, Wimmel Academy, Ovipositor Magica, Reason Unfound, Charming Hearts, Jump on Clouds. Is this just like an asset flip kind of thing? God, that looks so bad. Okay. That Motel Manager game looks like it's quite possibly made by the same people who did Gas Station Simulator. Mirthwood. I actually got an email from the Mirthwood people saying that they were having problems with people getting false copyright claimed for the music on it. Let's see what Mirthwood is. I'm gonna turn it off because apparently you can get copyright claim for it. Do you want to be an adventurer or do you want to settle down? I mean, like... Okay. Automated detection sucks. Yeah, it does. Like, that's the entire problem with YouTube, in my opinion, is it's very abusable. Simple Trains, Alien Paradise, Teeny Tiny Town, Slider, Escape Party, Daymare Town. I can't play Orc Massage as much as people want me to. Dungeon Divers. Tell me more. Shim? Let's see what Shim is. Oh, this is the one where you're in the, Yeah, it looks neat. Yeah, okay. I'll give that a go. For the price of demo, I think that could be a thing that we do. Or maybe we just have like a demo day where we just go through all of these ones that I'm downloading today. You jump between the shadows of different things. It sounds like a cutesy kind of like fun game. All right. Back to this one over here. This almost looks like a thing I'd want to play. Dark and deep. That's how I like it.
Dear listener, can you come home after a long day of work and just close your eyes and sleep?
The body bag is a bit much.
Or do you lie awake, wondering what they do in the shadows?
I'm good. No vacancy tonight. Is it a horror game? It is a horror point-and-click game. I'm good. Amanda the Adventurer. I know that game was like super hyped for a bit, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it since. I don't think point and click is what I'm looking for. Hidden object is not either. card games. Now you're speaking my language. Like, I don't really like the aesthetic of Amanda the Adventurer or whatever it was called. How do you feel about Ace Attorney likes? It depends on a lot of factors. How well it's known already, whether or not it's actually like good in of itself. Adventure Forge. Oh, this is like a oh, here, hold on. So it's a RPG maker. Okay. No, I got YouTube chat up. Have you seen Platform 8, Exit 8? I don't think I have, no. Well, that looks cool. Not like something that I'd want. I think that's not the style of game that I would try and make if I was going to make one, but also I don't know if I'd know how to, or even what the fuck kind of game I'm trying to make. If I was going to try and make one. Taxidermy Trails. I will check out Taxidermy Trails. Taxidermy Trails. This one? A walking simulator. Steam keeps recommending Tavern Talk, which reminds me of Valhalla. Yeah, I've seen that one. I forget who made that one. Why does Grandma have banging tits? What? What do you mean, what? Look at him. Look at him, man. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It kind of looks awful, man. Or is it? Have you played it? Is it any good? I love Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. I'm waiting for the full thing to come out though, because I think I already know that I like it. The Big Flu. Oof, them graphics. Ruin Coliseum, Mystic Gals, Union of Gnomes, Dark Pact. Do you know what I just realized the other day when I was looking at YouTube videos or like D&D stuff? Kind of both in that case. You don't have to be, when you play D&D and you're a warlock, you have to make a pact, right? You could make a pact with a good deity. There's like no rules against that. Like that never occurred to me as an archetype that you could play. Also a genie pack. That's cool. This reminds me of Dicey Dungeons. Like, not in a bad way. There's a game called Infernum. Also, someone suggested Oh Sir, the Insult Generator, or whatever that was. That game was, like, not very good, unfortunately. Infernum. Why do I feel like I've heard of Infernum? Is it Infernum like that? Okay. What are you? Supports 8K. It's beautiful looking. What do you do? A modern survival horror approach to Pac-Man. That looks nice. The plus side being that they're doing something with the pretty graphics. I don't know as if I particularly care, but it doesn't look bad. Path of Kung Fu. What? Side-scrolling RPG with heavy, dark-style martial arts plot. A self-operating open world built by random NPCs and events. We pursue the punch-to-flesh effect of martial arts. Friends who like it, please add it to Little Inferno is a solid one from back in the day. Looks all right. Exit 8. All right. It's like spot the difference. Right? Exit 8 lasts like an hour. So what is the gameplay? Like, figure out what's different? Literally spot the difference? I'll put this in the maybe category. It's like anomalies. So it kind of reminds me of I'm on observation duty detail or whatever that fucking game was called. Let's look at one more Steam Next Fest game. Same genre, except for you move around. Okay. Yeah, I could be okay. I liked that. Don't overlook any anomalies. If you find anomalies, turn back immediately. If you don't turn back. Okay, gotcha. So just, you continue forward if there's nothing wrong. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So it's like very similar mechanically as that. I liked that. Chat liked that. I think that would be a good game to stream. I like anomaly finding games. Just gonna write down a note to not forget about that game. I will. Don't let me. That looks like a game that would have a horrible demo, but actually might be okay. Text adventure generator, Vine card. Veil of Shadows, Cat God Ranch. I should give this one a go. I kind of poo-pooed it at first, but I think that, like, it might be okay. Zachariah Ribbit, thank you for the raid. I don't think I want a single player builds all of the shit kind of game. Zachariah Ribbit, thank you for the raid and for the 52 months of support. I think we need to stop calling games something or other simulator. Oh, entire city on the back of a whale? Fuck yeah. Hold up. Gotta check it out. Okay. Standard, like, almost looks like that beaver game that I did a bounty for or something like that. Hexagon Gaming. If you like this, have you checked out the Wandering Village? I tried to get in touch with them to see if I could, like a code or something, and they didn't. Does a giant whale count as a flat earth? I think giant whale theory is a different theory. That could be cool. That could be very cool. I am downloading that. I like shit like this. Also, I was thinking that when we come back to RimWorld, I might make yet another race of people, but make these people breed like fucking crazy. Because I find that I never have enough pawns to do what I want to do. So maybe instead of making my dudes like hostile, maybe I should make them like... Do you want some gene mods for those? No, I think I'm alright. Also, that's been playing on in the background. I bet you this one's trying to as well. Now, luckily, I told Steam that I'm not horny. And I don't want to see porn games anymore. And that seemed to do quite a bit of good. Horror. Drive Beyond Horizons. This... Yeah, this looks like The Long Drive, but not as a shitpost. Fuck it. You want to. This looks literally just like The Long Drive. Oh, those ragdolls. Yeah, this is that's The Long Drive with the numbers filed off. Multiplayer demos. All in the game. Goblin cleanup. Man, this... What? Clean the dungeon. Yeah, this would be a good game for a Mike Rev stream. Yeah. Go and give that a download. Goblins in French maid outfits. Sure. Combine two fetishes at the same time. Let's go. Combine Mike and we got 3 fetishes and chat will just be nutting endlessly. Haunted house, renovator. Grun, just plumbers, reason found. That looks awful. Bonefield, the crush house. Once human. I mean, you already got me with once human. You don't need to sell me the idea again. Casual games. Wait, what? Stream or die. An RPG inside of an RPG. Gameception.
I got in some new MMO called Wish. Let's try it together. Stream launching now. Can't get over how pretty this game is. Is this Unreal Engine? All right, chat. Charisma 100 coming at ya.
That was bad.
I think it's safe to say we found our new jam. What should I do today?
What the fuck is this? You think it's AI art? AI generated content disclosure. It uses AI content like this. Some in-game content, such as simulated chat spam and cutscene art in Wish, as benefits the narrator, was created. Okay, no. Yeah, at least they disclosed. Like, props to them for at least being upfront about it. In Zone 2. This is a city management game set in the apocalypse. Is either good or shit, one of the two. Steam requires disclosure now. I don't think we need a dating sim. Office fight, physics and sandbox. Is this furry shit? Okay. And keeping simulator. Pinball Spire. Like, slay this. Okay, no. Tavern Manager Simulator. Looks alright. I think AI is just going to cause a whole bunch of spam to show up on Steam, but saying you can't have it at all is going to be very hard to police. So saying that, you know, hey, you can have it, but you have to disclose it. If you don't, then we kick you off the platform. That makes some sense to me. Like, you do what you can, you know? The only way is down. Okay, so it's the opposite of one of those kind of climber games. It's probably filterable. Big watermelon cute Sukia. I love watermelon. Merge the juicy melons. Chocolate Factory Simulator. Alright. Russian Village Simulator on Mars. What? Egg Surprise. Pickup Point Simulator. Oh, God. Colonizer Simulator. Roving Rovers. Alright. Well, I think we have a good list of games, because, like, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got 11 games that we can play. I think that should be good. Mike has recently played 30 hours of Helldivers. I've been having a huge problem with Helldivers recently, where it's just like, I feel like they fucked up the balance again. Have you seen Pipsqueak? I don't know. Not a single dating game. No, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna go take my wife on a walk before it rains. But it was wonderful to see you guys all here today. I should probably raid someone. Who's live right now? Anyone? Andre is live. All right. Let me raid Andre then. See you guys maybe tomorrow? Definitely on Wednesday, like I said. I'll see you guys later. How do I spell your name, Andre? Moraf. There we are.
Chat, oh my god, Yonkovo reference chat. Let's make a...
All right, see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you!
Let's see him freak out.
Uh-oh. Guaranteed vote, so it should be Daryl. Oh shit. Chat, you can vote. You can vote. You can vote. Yes! No! Uh-oh. Chat. Uh-oh, I'm scared.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.